Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. In this video we're going to I didn't want to make this because it simply hurts to do, but we're going to make a PC at the price range of the new PlayStation. Now, for the people that don't know how much a PlayStation is going to cost, it will very likely be around 500 bucks or a little bit more. At least that's what the rumors say. So this PC is 515 bucks. It can differ a bit if you check the link down below in the description. You can go to the exact PCPartPicker page that I have, and it can change a bit because stores tend to do that. So it can be cheaper when you buy it, or it can be more expensive. It really depends. Just a quick note in front. Just a quick note right now is that this PC isn't as good as PlayStation by a long shot. Not even close. Why? First of all, consoles are always better at launch on price to performance compared to PCs. It's simply how it is. That's because, first of all, PlayStation, or like Sony I should say, buys these parts in bulk. And second, they make a loss on these things. I think like on the PlayStation 3 they made a 200 bucks loss per console they sold. Because, well, they sell a console and they make their money back when you buy games. They get a little share of that. Because why do you buy a console? Well, to play games, of course, so you're going to buy some games. And that's where they make their money. So they want to sell as many consoles as they can for the lowest price possible. Now, let's get into it. I have chosen for the AMD Ryzen 3 3100 3.6 GHz quad-core processor. A quad-core processor with hyper-threading, so you have 8 threads in total, which is quite sexy. It's a 3rd gen AMD, or a 3rd gen Ryzen processor, with the Zen 2 microarchitecture. It's simply way better than Zen Plus. It's not worth getting the Zen Plus microarchitecture, which is the 2nd gen Ryzen processors. It's not worth it anymore, so you have to go for the AMD Ryzen 3. Core clock is 3.6 GHz with a boost clock of 3.9 GHz. It's a good processor, good for the price, but please, if you have 40 bucks more, just 40 bucks more, please buy the AMD Ryzen 3 3600, which is just way better. It's just way better. This CPU will get outperformed by the PlayStation CPU. Okay? This one just can't compare to it. It can't compete, I should say. But, I had to make a build that was around 500 bucks, so, we went with this. Do I recommend this build? Not really. I would recommend you saving up till you have 800 bucks, which is about the perfect price for a PC with the best price to performance ratio. More money than 800 bucks will give you more performance, but it won't be like as good of a ratio to the price that you pay as with 800 bucks. Same goes when you're below that. 800 bucks is really the sweet spot. Okay, I've made a 800 bucks build, I think like 5 days ago now, or like 6 days ago, depends on when you view this. And I really recommend you see that one if you want to see a good PC. Now, AMD Ryzen 3 3100. It's a good CPU, nothing's wrong with it. It's just a good CPU. Let's go to the motherboard. Now, the motherboard is Gigabyte B45M DS3H MicroATX NEM4 motherboard. There's nothing special with this motherboard. It works. It has 4 RAM slots, DDR4, 64 gigs maximum. Yes, 64 gigs memory maximum. AM4 socket, 3200 is max memory speed, 2 PCIe Express 16 slots, Crossfire compatible. There's nothing special with this motherboard. It's not beautiful or anything. It does what it has to do. It's a good enough motherboard. Now, if you find any incompatibilities with this motherboard and the CPU, which is possible, because the Ryzen 3000 series has some incompatibilities with the B450 chipset. The BIOS needs to be updated. Before you buy this, ask the seller if he has done a prior BIOS update. If he has not, either ask him to do it, or get it delivered to your house and find out your motherboard doesn't work. What you have to do then, alright? If you're right now sitting at home and you're like, damn, I have this motherboard, but I don't know how to make it work. There is on the AMD site, there's I think it's called like something like AMD BIOS update program or something. You can look up something like that, and they can provide you free of charge with a functioning CPU that you can then put on your motherboard, and you can download the BIOS update, and then you have to send the CPU back. So it's basically you're renting a CPU so you can update your BIOS. Now, that being said, because that's quite some important information for if you didn't know. Okay, let's go to the RAM. The RAM is a G.Skill Aegis, or Aegis, I don't know how to pronounce this. 8 gigabytes, 1 stick DDR4 3000 CL16 in memory. It's simply cheap, it's 1 stick. Why I went with 1 stick? I just like to have that upgrading capabilities. I could have gone with 2, would have been perfectly fine. But then you would have 8 gigs dual channel, and it would just be kind of awkward when you want to put in 16 gig later. Then you would have 4 gigabyte slots, which is kind of awkward. So well, now you can just put in 8 gigabytes RAM sticks. It's perfect, it's good. 3000 megahertz DDR4, 8 gigabyte single channel. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's okay, and it gets the job done. The PlayStation has, I think, 16 gigabytes of shared RAM. So that's shared with the GPU and RAM. And I don't know how much. Nobody knows how much of that is actual RAM. So well, we'll see. But 8 gigabytes of RAM. There you go. Now the storage. Storage, pretty important stuff, because otherwise you can't store any games or even Windows. It's the Western Digital Caviar Blue 1TB 3.5 inch 7200 RPM internal hard drive. 7200 RPM is good enough. 3.5 inch 1TB. It's good enough. It works. It's good enough. It's nothing special. It's just normal ACD, and it works, I guess. There's not much to be said about it. It's good enough. It's a good storage device. Now the GPU, the thing that everybody wants to know, because this is the thing that's kind of everybody's waiting for this. It's the MSI Radeon RX 570 8 GB Armor OC video card. It's a good video card. Can it game on 4K? No, probably not. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it can't. But it works. 1080p, perfect detail, etc. It works perfect on 1080p. 4K, probably not. VR, probably not. But it works very good on 1080p, and it's a good video card. Definitely a good budget video card. Nothing's wrong with it. There's not much to be said. 8 gigabytes of VRAM, and it works properly. GDDR5. Core clock is 1168 megahertz. 1268 megahertz is the boost clock. Effective memory clock is 7000 megahertz. Simply as that. It is crossfire capable and all that stuff. Not much to be said otherwise. Not much to be said else. Now the case. The case in my book is always personal preference. As long as the case is MicroATX and it is compatible with the video card and the other dimensions, and it is around $45, you'll be good. And you have a good case on here. Because I have chosen the Thermaltake Versa H17 MicroATX mini tower case. It's a good case, nothing special. It doesn't have a window or anything. It's a good enough case. It's tiny, but it's good enough. It works. Pretty sure the dimensions are good. Yes, it is compatible with the GPU, so that's good. And, well, it's just a okay case, nothing's wrong with it. Now to the power supply unit. The EVGA 400 watts power supply, it's 400 watts, it's enough. Can you upgrade with this power supply? Probably not. If you're going to upgrade this setup, this system, I would recommend you immediately upgrade to power supply unit because it's simply tiny. Okay, it doesn't have much wattage it can boost out or poop out. It is good enough, I guess. It's nothing marvelous or anything. It's okay, and that's really it. Not much to be said else. That's the PC, guys. It's I hope you guys like it. If not, if you have any tips, leave them down below. If you have any comments or anything that's wrong maybe with the setup, because that could be true, then leave that down below in the comment section too. Now this was the build. Thank you guys for listening, and may I see you guys sometime later. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my latest video, my last video. Check out my last video. So the 800 PC build, if you're interested in that. See you guys later. Bye.